We know who's coming in. Another person with a wonderful voice. Boom. 36. Oh. I wasn't expecting that. 36 men, deep in hunger's plight, butchered the cows in the midst of their infight. Fleeing by boat, they then faced their plunder, pulled back into shore to the roars of thunder. Thunder. And I love the guitar here. Is this new? Yes! Pride is a damsel in distress. His voice, oh. I can undress her.
Trials she cannot to confess. In the end, it's all the same.
Once I apply. Zeus, come on, you don't have to do it like that. Bring her. The one who makes a kingdom fall. Lightning, wield her, use and yield her. His voice is so well supported. And look at him being so cocky and arrogant. Where's the ship? Oh right, they're back on shore, right? King of Ithaca, it's far too great. Zeus also looks so good in this design though. Yeah, he's really just toying with them at this point. While your death is near, lightning wielder, you to yield for your act of crime. Choose. It's so good. His voice. And he's so big. Or your crew. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Does a comet become a meteor? I can't take the suffering from you. So much is going through his head right now. And look at all of them. They know his choice. The crew already knows Odysseus' choice here.
Captain,
I have
To see her, but will die.
I know.
And the red name. Zeus just really feels himself, doesn't he? Bam. I swear, that last piano part sounds so familiar, but I can never figure out where that is from. And I hate it. I hate finding something that sounds so familiar, but I just don't know where it's from. And this was an incredible animation also. Zeus is just so, dare I say, narcissistic? Is it correct to say narcissistic? Because all that I know of narcissism is just very me, right? It's all very self centered. Everything has to be about me. I am the best. Everything has to be about me and only me. I am the best. I'm the most important thing there is. Shower me with compliments, worship me, kind of thing. There is nothing possibly wrong with me because I am perfect. And the voice, Luke Holt, does such an incredible job portraying Zeus. His voice was made for Zeus, really. I know the fandom is more or less in agreement that the voice casting is fucking incredible. Zeus is probably the most accurate one out of everyone. Well, I guess there's a lot of discussion for Hermes' voice also. Oof, all of the voices are so good, but I really, really like Zeus's one, especially in this song, because it's so, again, like I mentioned just now, it is so well supported. Even though he is singing such a low note, right? Even though this low register is very clear, very solid, very well controlled, it is very, very difficult, at least from my perspective, to be able to describe a voice as bellowing. I feel like that is a description to a voice that is rarely used because it is rarely ever achieved. But Luke Holt does this so well, and it just completely fits Zeus. The animation. Yep, you can see his eyes, all lightning and thunder.
Pride is a damsel.
His design is really good also. Just this very big macho man, or very, very self-centered, and then also this little lightning pin also. That is great. And this whole thing about the pride being a damsel in distress, it took me so long to understand that it is a metaphor. I have always wondered, why does Zeus just pop out and suddenly be so sensual out of nowhere? But it took me a while to notice that he's talking about generally the pride of humans, because and he does it in a very Zeus way, mentioning that pride is a damsel in distress, a woman specifically, because he is a serial cheater. It is very, very Zeus. But yeah, he's talking about how he can really just strip away pride so easily from humans. Yeah, that is just my general summary of this whole first verse. But yeah. And another thing about Zeus here is like, he shows up and then he just completely starts rambling on about himself, how great he is, how he is able to strip pride away. It's all about him. He's not even addressing Odysseus and the crew at all. He's not even looking at them. He's not even thinking about them at this point. Yeah, it's all the same once I apply all the pressure. And now, oh no, he's still very all about himself. But yeah, just look at that smug face. Oh, it is so good. And they are all obviously terrified because it is the Zeus, the king of the gods. But yeah, even the scarf here, everything about him is so lightning themed. You have the lightning pin, you had the way that his eyes flash through the clouds just now, you have all of this thunder around him, and then now even the way his scarf kind of floats around in the wind, it ends up in a lightning shape also. It is so good. I love his design. And then yeah, it confused me a bit, but now they are back on the shore. That's why they are no longer on the ship. And then over here, he's just kind of toying with them with his thunder. I never imagined that, really. In my imagination, I always thought that he was just kind of, he just kept looking down at them and talking down to them because he is the god of gods, the one who sits at the pinnacle of everything and everyone. And it wouldn't surprise me at all if he was just constantly talking down on them, and now even depicting that he's toying around with their lives essentially. That does not surprise me. Boom. I love how he appeared like that. Also, one thunder strike down and then boom. Here is Zeus. It's almost like how in Attack of Titan, how Bertolt appeared, right? At the, which wall was it? Rose? No, Rose is the most outer one, right? I forgot the name of the walls already. Shit. I know there's. Oh no. Rose is the second one. Maria is the one on the outside, right? Whichever one it is, the one that after the time skip, they're all peacefully in the survey corp, and Aaron was on the top of the wall, all of them, peacefully just setting up the cannons, and then he says like how they're all ready to face the colossal titan whenever he shows up, right? And then suddenly, boom, he shows up immediately, unexpectedly. This scene just reminded me of that. But yeah, look at how big the size difference is. And then yeah, all of the crew, they are naturally very worried. Understandable, because again, Zeus is right in front of their face. And clearly because they fucked up. But yeah, the other thing that they are worried about is their own captain. Because I think it is at this point that they figured out what his choice will be between choosing himself and the lives of all of them. And it is interesting that Penelope is drawn yellow here, but I guess it is a different animator, so right now, up until this point, Penelope has been associated with purple this whole time, like a pinkish purple. So it was interesting to see her being drawn all yellow here, but it makes sense because Zeus is here, and Odysseus is kind of thinking about Penelope while Zeus is right in front of his face. And then yeah, disappears, and then he comes back into reality. And then yeah, remember what, Tiresias? says in No Longer You, The Prophecy, we had Siren Song, we had Scylla Throat, we had Mutiny, and there's also the of course now there's Lightning Bolt, and then there's also, I believe, in the chorus where he mentions like oh god, what was the lyrics? I see a song of past romance. I see true. Oh, I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. So the portrayal of betrayal, which is the mutiny, and the brother's final stand. This is quite literally their final stand against Odysseus. And Odysseus can barely even face them. And there's a lightning ball just coming down. And then this whole part. I am a little bit sad that this whole part is just a black screen. But I kind of understand the intentions. Like, just let it all sink in, you know? But I do wish that we could have at least seen Odysseus walking away from them. At least, maybe, because we don't know how we got from here to Calypso's island in the next saga. And I would have really liked to see people's interpretation of that. But that was the animation. And now we can go to the music part. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to the music again. Thunder. And I like the backing vocals here. Huh! Huh! It's very... I don't have my vocabulary is not good enough for this. It's just, it's so fitting. Like, huh! Very manly, I guess, would be the word that I use to describe over here. And this synth bass. And the electric guitar. It is interesting that Jorge used the electric guitar for Zeus this time. I doubt this is for Odysseus. I highly doubt this is for Odysseus. Just another very quick hopping in over here regarding the electric guitar. So this was originally sort of like a revelation for the next saga, but now that I am currently editing this and then, you know, obviously re-hearing this song once again, I am coming to the conclusion that the electric guitar is used here is because, as we know, the electric guitar is the instrument of Odysseus, who is the king of Ithaca. And right now, as I have just mentioned in the video, the electric guitar is not exactly meant for Odysseus right now, but rather, I think, personally at least, that it is for Zeus, who is the king of the gods, the Olympian gods, at least. I'm not too sure about the hierarchy, but you get what I mean. Like, so what I'm trying to say is that the electric guitar here is sort of meant to be like this representation of a king, if that makes sense, because the electric guitar was, at least up to this point, the instrument of Odysseus, the king of Ithaca, and now it is being used on Zeus, the king of the Olympian gods. And then, yeah, just the general use of the sounds of the thunder. to accompany the percussions, right? That is such a good touch to the sound design. You really get the sense of how much presence Zeus really has, and just how he's able to just command the atmosphere around him.
Pride is a damsel
In distress, hiding away where only I can undress her.
trial she cannot to confess.
In the end, again, his voice,
Same once I apply all
the pressure. That little break in how he pronounces pressure. Like just that soft little touch. But it's so full of arrogance.
bring her through the ringer. Show her I'm the judgment call, the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning wield her, use and
Oh,
gild her. Show her
I just noticed new instruments following his melody. What are those?
the one who makes her kingdom fall. Lightning wield
High strings.
use and gild her. Show her what she can't conceal, for true nature. Tell me, Odysseus, if I were to make you
Yeah, to me it sounds like this lower synth bass thing is his instrument. That's what it sounds like to me. Whoop.
the lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they lose? Enlighten me.
And again, piano.
Since hunger was far too great, I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and
Suffer a gruesome fate.
bringer.
And yeah, I wanted to point this out also. This part in the lyrics.
If I were to make you choose,
The lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose? And the smug smile. Zeus already knows the choice that Odysseus will make. He just wants to make sure that Odysseus says it out loud in front of all of them, which is so cruel.
enlighten me, King of Ithaca, since hunger was far too great. I wonder who'd
Take the weight of the damned, suffer a gruesome fate. It is so good. Spear you while your death is near. Spear you while your death is near. Is that one of the main weapons back in like ancient Greece and all of that? I'm not too sure. But this whole imagery of, all of them covering their ears because the thunder is so damn loud. And then before they even know it, they get speared through the chest with a lightning bolt. It's so good. And yeah, the high strings coming back here. I'm you for your act of crime.
choose?
The rising strings. So nice.
Final say. You or
Your crew. Please don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. That is a line from The Horse and the Infant. Once again, it is the same thing that Odysseus says and begs to Zeus, but the context this time is quite different. Like what Odysseus means by don't make me do this, what he means by this is very, very different. Like I mentioned just now, The first time he says this is because he really doesn't want to kill SDNX, and because, you know, he's thinking about his own son, how much SDNX reminds him of his son, and, you know, it's just this monstrous act of killing what everybody can only see is an innocent baby. But this time he's begging Zeus to not make him choose out loud. I think there is a part of Odysseus where, even though everybody here clearly knows what he is going to choose, Odysseus wants to find some sort of solace in not having to admit that out loud, you know? He almost wants the crew to die without knowing, in a sense, so that he can find some sense of like sanity, like some semblance of sanity in that fact. But Zeus is not allowing it, which again, it is so cruel of Zeus, and he is very fucked up for putting Odysseus through all of this. Why does Zeus have to be so cool though? And the callback to Just a Man. This will not become a place. And then suffering comes back. He thinks about Penelope again. We both become a tidal wave. When does a reason become the blame? When does a man become a monster? These string swells with the sound of the thunder and the rain, just making all of us take in the situation and like bathe in this tension.
I have to see her. But we'll die.
And again, Odysseus' voice.
I know.
It's like you can hear the strain and the pain in his voice from having to say that out loud. The kingdom fall. I'm just enjoying the music here. Boom. And again, this piano, I need to find out where this is from. So please, anybody watching this, if you know it, please tell me where this is from. Yeah, if any of you knows where that piano is from, please tell me. I need to know. I need to know.